Hey, good morning. I hope my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning to your boy, P-Phone Thinker, right? Out here on my deck doing what I do. Back in my YouTube classroom, doing what I do for you. Today, right, is 25 Rules to Live By. Storytelling, story with a message and story for life. These are life lessons. I hope you're getting them. I'm giving them to you. Let's go. First of all, right thinking mission statement says, right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. Now comes the question. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Leave them alone. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach you. Tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. Simple as that. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken you. Come on, time to get up. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. Let's go. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. I got you. All these persons reside in you. Know thyself, and to Maya be true. Keep the balance in your life. Trust me, it works. All right, here we go. The lesson today, right thinkers, let's talk about self-talk. Yeah, going inside yourself, having a conversation with yourself. But who is the self? Let's talk about that. I keep an ongoing conversation with myself. It's my personal thing. I call it being God conscious, meaning I'm keeping God in all my endeavors. That's all you got to do. I will check me personally. I don't need to be checked. Why? I do that to myself. Trust me. If we all did more of that and less checking other people, everything would be a lot better. I tell people, once you master you, then you can help others. Until then, work on you. If you haven't mastered you, you should listen more and talk less. People with a whole bunch to say, usually saying nothing. Okay? Stop talking and listen. Then you learn something, and then when you come out your mouth, something of value will come out. Not just a bunch of words because you feel the need to talk. I'm sorry. I spend a lot of time now alone studying and preparing my lessons for my students. That's what a teacher does, especially a master teacher. All right? Who are you talking to when you're talking to yourself? Do you know? Call your name within yourself. Who's hearing it? Okay? If you're talking, somebody's listening. Think about that. If you have a conversation with yourself, who's listening? I call myself, aka the essence of myself, is God. Okay? So I talk to God daily, continuously. Like I said, an ongoing conversation. If there's a question, I'll ask it to me. If I know the answer, I'll answer it to me. See where I'm going with this? Okay. I know who is talking to me, and I know who I'm talking to. Do you? Do you know yourself? If not, you need to become a right thinker. I'll help you find out who you are. That's all. That's what right thinker does. Introduces you to yourself for those who don't know themselves. All right? If you don't know yourself, then who you are talking to when you're talking to yourself. Okay? Trick question. But if you know the answer, it means you're a little smarter than the average bear. Do you listen to yourself? That voice inside your head, that little man or whoever it is, female, whatever, that talks to you, do you know who that is? Let's talk about that. If you don't know yourself, you won't hear yourself talking. You have to talk to yourself to get to know yourself. Sound familiar? I listen to my heart. In all my decision making, that's where God is. Ongoing conversation, keeping all my endeavors. See where I'm going with this? If you don't have God, you have problems. That's all I'm saying. If you're ignorant, your ears are closed to the voice of God. That means you don't hear him talking. Most of us don't. And he tells you, still yourself. Stop. Still. Sit, reflect, meditate. Let yourself talk to you. Sounds strange, I know, but if you understand what I'm saying, that means to meditate. Spend time with yourself. Sit and just let your mind do what it do. It has its own thing. Trust me. You ain't got to do nothing. Subconscious. All right? I now give myself the best advice. So yeah, I listen to myself. A few years ago I didn't. Landed me somewhere I didn't want to be, but that's another story. But listen to yourself. If you're not having a conversation with yourself, you don't know God. I'm just saying. All right, here you go. I call it the mind game. You have to be able to think, comprehend, compartmentalize information, download it, use it to your benefit. Okay? That's thinking. Okay? The mind is a terrible thing to waste, but it's a beautiful thing when you use it the way it's intended, to think right. All right? Right thinking is knowing how and what to think about daily. Right living. If you're not focused on you, doing you, you're not going to do what you're supposed to do. It's just that simple. Okay? Thinking is mental exercise for the brain. Get your brain in shape. Use it for something other than a hat rack. I keep telling you that the brain is meant to be used. It's your own personal computer. It's the best machinery ever given to man. All you have to do is use it. We all have one. Okay? I'm not a computer literate person, so I use this one. I ain't got the machine. I don't do the machine. All right? Your mind is able to grow, download information, and become better, intelligent, conscious. That means you're thinking. That means you're aware. That means you wake up. Wake up and see what's going on. Oh, old school. Wake up and smell the coffee. Something's going on and you ain't realizing it yet. That's a you problem. All right? Right thinkers, we're up on current events. We're up on our life events. And we're doing things for ourselves. Okay? I was always a thinker, just not a right thinker. When I was doing wrong, I was thinking, just wasn't thinking right. Okay? And I know for a fact, when the Lord said, this guy here, we want him on our team. What? Look how you doing for this other guy. We can get him on our team. Now I'm on his team. Join the team. It's a good place to be. All right? The next one is right thinking is mastering the mind game. You have to be able to play the game of life. It's mental, spiritual. Remember, mental discipline is knowing the difference between right and wrong. You're taught that. Spiritual discipline is acting on what is right. That's how you improve yourself. That's how you better yourself. That's right thinking. All right, let me wrap this up for you. Appreciate you again. I got to get out of here. I'm a little late. So, here we go. The mind game, I have knowledge of a lot of things. That's right thinking's goal. Having a bunch of information about one thing don't make you smart. Having a bunch of knowledge about a bunch of things, that's intelligent. Okay? That means I spent time to learn other things. Learning one thing is fine. I got that, right thinking. I like other stuff. Why? I like to learn things that's going to help me become a better me. So I read books. I download information. I take concepts and I work them to see if it will work. If so, I'm incorporate that into my right thinking lesson. Trust me, that's what I do for you. All right, here you go. Thinking is also about the mind. It has to be enlightened. It has to be given information for it to work the way it should on the computer. Bad info in, bad info out. You're only going to get out what you put in. You reap what you sow. All these sayings are sayings that's been around a long time. It's the reason they've been around. All right? Here you go. I'm almost done. I can teach you how to think right for yourself. It's a formula, it's a pattern that you can set forth for yourself, and it will work for anybody who uses it. It don't care. The formula is just a formula. Anybody who uses it gonna get the same result. Okay? The mind is yours to do what you want with it. It's called free will. That's the free will. You've given a mind of your own to make your decisions based on what you should think is what's best for you. That's how I raise my children. That's my philosophy before I became enlightened. It's still mine after I become enlightened. So I knew a few things before I became enlightened about things. Pretty much life. That's the game that we all playing. Get good at it. Master the game of life, aka know thyself. That's what it's all about. Listen to your boy. I got some more. I'll be back. See you later.